Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will take you on a culinary journey. We will make a bread crostone, which is basically an upgraded version of a bruschetta. So the plan is very simple. We will take a piece of bread, spread it with some herb-infused butter, toast it up, then we will make a sweet and sour summer salad, delicious, trust me. But I was saving the best for last, because we're also going to be making a pork tenderloin, rotisserie style. I bet that the destination is clear now. We are going in a Tuscan rotisserie. Our recipe starts with a beautiful pork tenderloin that we're going to be brining. Put the fillet into a plastic bag and now add 240 grams of dry white wine, 120 grams of water, 125 grams of salt and 55 grams of sugar. Try to give a mix to all the ingredients and to combine them in the bag. You really don't need to vacuum seal your plastic bag. I am doing it just because this is the only food-safe plastic bag that I have. But you can also use a regular container. And the second reason why I'm doing it is because it's going to be way easier for me to transport. Make sure that the meat is completely submerged and put it in your refrigerator for 6 hours. The next day I called some friends and we went by the river. They are always happy to help because they know that there's going to be food. You should know by now that when the fire is on, it's time to start cooking. Let's start with our salad. We will roast 3 different kinds of peppers. We are putting them on the grill so that we can peel them much easier, and also so that they can gain some charcoal taste. We will season the meat with the herb paste, and there's nothing that reminds me more of Tuscany than sage and rosemary. Remember to be very careful with the peppers because, as you can see, I burned the green ones. Now let's move on with the paste and chop also the rosemary. I will add also some fresh thyme. The next step is to chop some parsley. We're going to be using it for the salad. As you can see, the green peppers are very easy to burn, so I will remove them now and try to save what's left of them. But anyway, I have extra. And now cut 2 peaches in half and put them on the grill. You're probably wondering what I'm doing. I forgot to take a salad bowl and I don't have any other containers with me, so I am making one with this can of beer. It's not pretty, but it will work. After I cleaned the peppers that I burned, this is what it was left of them. But I had more on the grill. When your peach is looking like this, it means that it's done. So I removed all of them from the fire. Grilled peaches are delicious, and if you never tried one, you should. And this is exactly how the peppers are supposed to be. The next step is to remove the skin from the peppers. This operation can be a little bit tricky sometimes. The trick is into cooking them right. And you can do this operation also in your home oven. But I prefer grilling them because it's way more fun. And this is a perfectly peeled pepper. Now the next step is to open it up and to remove the seeds. While removing the seeds, you need to be very careful because the whole thing can get very messy. I did the exact same thing for the yellow pepper and also for the green ones. And by the way, these peppers are called friggitielli and they are definitely my favorite kind. And just like so, we were done with the cleaning. Those grilled vegetables are very good looking. The next step is to cut the vegetables. And we will start with the peach, which is a fruit. And finally, I can test my salad bowl. I want to cut the peppers into a long julienne shape. And I did the same also with the other two peppers. I ended up using just one peach. And that, my friends, is a very nice example of the power of improvisation. But that can of beer was way too small to make the actual salad, so I used my pot. And now add some olive oil, the parsley that I chopped earlier, some black pepper, salt, and to balance the whole thing, some white wine vinegar. Now combine all of the ingredients and the salad is ready. Look how creamy it is. It's a perfect salad to eat with some pork. And now let's make the herbs infused butter. Melt a whole stick of butter with some thyme, sage and rosemary. But now it was time to check on the meat. I'm a big fan of brining because it tenderizes the meat, makes the flavor more even and moist. I can tell that this meat is tenderized because it looks like it's going to fall apart. Then I covered the loin with the spice paste I prepared earlier. And you're ready to start grilling. When the butter has melted, make it sizzle for about a minute and then remove the pot from the heat and rest it so that the herbs can infuse the butter. As you can see, it already gained some color. And now we can finally build a firewall. Like this, we're really cooking it like in a rotisserie, but outdoor eater style. Because most of the heat is coming from the side and some of it from the bottom, remember to turn your meat quite frequently. I am sure that we are all witnessing to something very beautiful. Look how stunning this shot is. The butter has infused and we are going to put the herbs out and place them under the meat so that they can smoke it a little bit. But behold, because magic is happening. I will take that fillet on another level by basting it with that butter. And now spread some of that goodness also on a piece of bread. Don't put it too much because that thing is powerful. Place the bread on the grill and make it nice and crunchy. And by now the tenderloin is also ready. The bread is also golden and we are ready to start our feast. The next time that you're going to be cooking a pork's tenderloin or even a pork's loin, you should really try that brine recipe because that meat is looking amazing. While I'm cutting it, I can already feel that it's extra tender. And I am very sorry that you guys cannot smell it because it smells so much like the herbs that I used. And now let's take some of that salad and put it on the bread. I love when the food I'm just about to eat is so colorful. That makes me very happy. And the last step of our recipe is to take some meat and put it on the crostone. Now that you have seen this, I guarantee you that you're not going to make bruschetta ever again. This is way better. The main idea of a crostone is that it can be anything that you like. You can use any kind of ingredient. The only limit is your imagination. So this is my version of a crostone. And then I said to my friends, why don't you make your version of it? And, well, this is what they came up with. Their idea was to put butter everywhere. I mean, everywhere and a lot of it. Check this out. And I had to admit that their crostone was delicious. Guys, we came to the end of this video. Thank you very much for staying with me. Please tell me what's your version of a crostone and then make it. And do not forget to subscribe to Outdoor Eaters.